Hello people, remember when I said in the last video, sorry for dragging you people through that dungeon, I don't have any rope, there's only 2 towns, none of them sell rope? Well, that was a lie. That was a lie I did not intend to make, I was just blatantly ignorant. There is another town. Kind of, anyways. And it does sell rope as well as a bunch of other supplies. So I could be even stronger than I am now. And in case you people are wondering, I am level grinding, but considering just how short this chapter is, level grinding to max level just seems to be, well, pointless. I'm honestly shocked their max level is not 20. It was during Anders' chapter. Anyways, this is the town that I am speaking of. Not only do they have updated, do they have hats? No, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, my verbal dyslexia seems to be coming in. Not only do they have updated equipment, they have rope. And despite the fact that this is a town that I am about to, for lack of a better term, rob, they seem quite friendly. And yeah, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Come on, Craig, sneeze. Sneeze. Oh, for fuck's sakes, in my attempt to sneeze, I drove the sneeze away. I was looking forward to it too. God damn it. You ever have one of those sneezes you're actually looking forward to, like you want to sneeze? It's like a little bit of a miniature, orgasm or what have you? Yeah, that's what this sneeze would have been. Do I have, yes, I have enough, the, wyvern powders, I have more than enough, so yes, okay, I can do this. And in case you haven't noticed, it is blatantly obvious that I had more than enough gold to just simply buy the passports. I certainly do not need to go through this, dungeon, nor the next one, but you know what? I want to do it, if not for completionist's sake, then just in the off chance that someone is relying on this LP as somewhat of a guide, and I don't want to leave them hanging. Also, again, this is a good game, and I actually enjoy doing the, extra added bonus content? I don't know. Anyways, in all honesty, you don't have to buy rope, you get rope at the end of the, this particular dungeon, and you get more than enough. Spoiler warning, sure I should have said that before, but considering the spoilers are literally just, you know, minutes ahead, who fucking cares? Empty room, who knows, who cares? Anyways, this particular dungeon is not really a dungeon, it's a, maze. And if I haven't said so in previous videos, whether in this LP or any of my others, I'm not exactly a fan of mazes, especially in my JRPGs. it's one of the reasons why I had such a grind with the original Lufia game. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but those dungeons are maze heavy, despite the fact that people I've spoken to personally say, "You're not maze, they're not maze heavy, Craig, you're an idiot. Fuck you, Jamie, they are mazy." So yeah, I am not a fan of mazes in video games. But at the very least, this particular maze is short, not that big, and I do have ropes to get me out of here, which is always great, though I won't be using them. Well, I shouldn't say there are no enemies in this maze. There are no random encounters in this maze. Difference. What do I mean? Well, here's an example. Yeah. Remember Z's from Final Fantasy? I don't remember which particular Final Fantasy did it, but I vaguely remember in my first playthrough of Final Fantasy V, they had these treasure chests that attacked you, so joy. And yeah, wooden chalice is useless. I think you can sell them for 10 gold at the item shop. They're hunks of junk, just useful for, well, pretty much letting you people, the player, know that these bandits, terrible fucking thieves. Terrible fucking thieves. They managed to get lucky, and they're also going to manage to get unlucky because, well, we're going to steal, of course, the only item in their possession that's of any fucking value. And even then, the value might be overinflated because the guildmaster likes us. In other words, she might have overpaid. This is where you save your game. Wait a minute, no it's not. This is where people are lost. I do not know if this is a Doctor Who reference or not, but it's obviously people from a different dimension, perhaps players of one of the other chapters. I think it's a Doctor Who reference. My sister will be more known, more knowledgeable to confirm it, but my sister is my sister. I'm not going to ask her to watch this video. Hey, can you figure out if this is a Doctor Who reference, and then risk her nerding out over the fact that it is and have a 2-hour long phone conversation or texting of Doctor Who. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate Doctor Who, though I do not necessarily call myself a fan. The fans, however, what a pain in the ass. I have yet to meet a Doctor Who fan who is like me, someone who just simply enjoys the show. No, every fucking Doctor Who fan I have ever met treats Doctor Who as if it were some sort of religious coming. Holy hell, they are a annoyance, a pain in my ass. Because not only do they tell me how Doctor Who is the greatest fucking thing ever, praise be to Doctor Who. No. Because they assume I'm a fan, they automatically assume that I am also of the mindset that I just consume everything that is Doctor Who. I don't. In fact, I don't even think I've seen a Doctor Who episode with this new Doctor guy who's older. My preferred Doctor was the guy with the scarf. I don't even know which number or what his name was, so yeah. That shows you just how much of a fan I am, even of the Doctor Who I do like. So I am going to piss off everybody who knows me and everybody who's a fan of Doctor Who and saying that, yeah, I like Doctor Who, but that's it. It's a mild interest. That is it. A mild interest. As of this moment in time, I prefer Star Trek, or at least Star Trek after the original Star Trek. I'm not a big fan of Dr. Kirk, just simply because I cannot take the original Star Trek seriously. Just watching that cheesy acting puts a stupid grin on my face. And yes, I find it very difficult to appreciate the original Star Trek. The Next Generation onward, I enjoy. And my favorite series is, ironically, Deep Space Nine, despite the fact I will say Deep Space Nine has a terribly slow start. And also, DS9 has a terrible ending. Star Trek Deep Space Nine is my favorite in the series when they start going into war with the Dominion, the Changelings. And it was a little bit spoiled when Odo started getting emotional. When Odo started falling in love with Kira. I like DS9 after the war with the Dominion, and Odo was one of my favorite characters simply because he's kind of the lovable hard-ass. His relationship with Quark I found very entertaining because, let's be honest, Quark needed Odo as a challenge, and Odo needed Quark to give him something to do. In fact, I remember specifically in one episode, this is of course when Odo was dating Kira, Odo actually did something unexpected and let Odo get away with a crime. For lack of a better term, organized mafia scheme. Which is very out of place up to this point for Odo, but you see, again, you see that relationship with Odo and Quark and you realize, hey, let's be honest, Odo realizes, gives the guy a break. Let him get away with this minor crime and think he has a one-up on me. And just, let him be. And that's why I like one of the reasons why I like Odo, even though his once he started feeling love, kind of ruined it. He also had two of my favorite characters from Star Trek The Next Generation, and that's Worf, who was brought on later into the show, and he starts getting a little bit lightened up during the war with his own species, the Klingons. You know, even the Klingons are going, you know, Worf, you don't have to be such a hard ass. And he starts getting the love relationship with... This is how much of a fan I am. I can't even remember their names. He starts getting romantically involved and marries that woman with the stripes. And yeah, I cannot remember that woman's name, and it's my favorite series overall in the Star Trek series. This shows you how much of a fanboy I am, even of the fandoms that I thoroughly enjoy. I have Netflix for free. I let my friend take over my account, and I think the last time I used it was sometime during February, where I watched a little bit of The Walking Dead, and even them did not finish that season. Obviously, I might go back to it, but I'm in no hurry. I don't care. My intentions are completely different from what I actually plan to do. I intend to watch the rest of the series of Walking Dead. Whether or not I do it is completely different. I've been on the last season, or second to last season, of Dexter. I've been on that for a couple of years, and again, while I have every intention of finishing the series, whether or not I do it, completely different. And before you start accusing me of being lazy, it's not so much lazy, it's a lack of motivation. I am just simply not motivated enough to watch the rest of these series, even though I'm curious. I do want to finish what I started. It's just I can't be bothered to actually do it. As you can see, the minor items, the minor treasures I picked up: Sulfur 10 gold, safe as a gold sword. I have 24,994 gold. I called go and get the passport, but there is one more treasure that I must find. I am going to do that next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.